Hi folks, Steve Munson here. In this video I'm going to show you how I deal with a warning barking coyote. It doesn't happen very often for me, but in the last few years I've had 3 or 4 times where I've used this tactic and it's worked really well. Most of the time I used to just get up and leave as soon as that coyote started barking, doing that warning bark. And, you know, I figured the gig was up. They were telling everything in the country that something wasn't right. And I'd leave, or my hunting partner would get frustrated and airmail something out to them, you know, if they're out at 500 or 600 yards. But a lot of times they'll hold up out there at 1,000 yards, 600 yards, and just start barking. So what I've learned to do is mimic these coyotes. And it's a lot like if you've ever had somebody mimic you and just start saying everything and repeat everything you say. You know, when you say something, they just keep repeating it. And after about 2 or 3 minutes, it's annoying. And after about 5 minutes, you get really pissed and you're about ready to go kick their butt. Well, that's a lot like what this scenario does with a coyote. You mimic them every time they bark and howl. You just give them back the same exact thing they're sending out, and after a while it pisses them off and they'll come in closer, at least close enough where you can get a shot. And in this video I'm with pro staffer Keenan Harris, and we went out and we had this happen to us. We had a coyote that started barking and we had 2 or 3 coyotes howling in the area. But after we had opened up with a few howls and some distress sounds, they started warning barking. So we went into this scenario, and I'll let the video explain it. The video quality is not very good, but what I really want you to listen to is the audio. I want you to see how I interact with this coyote, and after a while it finally gets ticked off and they all end up coming in, and we end up killing a triple out of this set. That first coyote that was way out there in front of us has now moved in closer and started warning barking. When we first sat down, I opened up with a howl and then waited a little bit and went into some distress sounds. These coyotes either saw us walk in, or they were just educated coyotes because they did not want to move very far from where they were, and then it didn't take long before they started going into a warning bark. By this time, I had worked these coyotes for nearly a half hour. I had spent probably 15 minutes doing the warning barks back and forth, but I had thrown in some other sounds after that, some howls and a few distress calls, just to try to see if I could break them loose. They got right below us like this, and this pair messed around for a while. I think the male was I'm not sure if he was trying to breed this female or what. It was close to breeding season at this point. But anyway, as you'll see here in a minute, I finally turn on Cal's cottontail with my Fox Pro, and for whatever reason, that lit him up and brought him right in.
That was awesome. There was 3 of them down in there. Yeah. I seen those ones for a long time. I mean, I was recording the whole thing. I said, I seen them 2 down for a long time, and I was recording.
I couldn't see for the longest time.
Oh, he's back. He's coming back.
That was the first coyote that started warning barking that I was mimicking. I knew we weren't going to get him any closer, so I said let's just get up and start walking towards him. We got within 354 yards and Keenan shot him, and that completed his first ever triple. I hope you learned something new watching this video. Since this video, I've called up 4 or 5 coyotes that I called right into us and we killed using this technique. So hopefully it's something you can try next time you get frustrated and you've got one of those warning barking coyotes standing out in front of you at about 800 yards. If you like this video, please subscribe and please hit the bell to get notified when new videos are available.